Hello, this is Wikstrand and this is not Walla Walla, Washington State. And I'm gonna explain why in a second. Yeah, I did have some problems this time as well. What happened was, I did my review, everything seemed to be fine. I come home, I start to editing the thing, and it sounded like this.
Batman and Robin, Burt Ward and Adam West is...
Okay, so problems with the microphone. At least this time the microphone was actually, plugged in, you dumbass. So there will be a review from Walla Walla, no problems there. I will talk about the plot for Batman the movie, and then we will switch over to Walla Walla. Now I'm gonna tell you why I made the decision to make a review of Batman the movie. It wasn't my usual randomly selecting a movie.
Today, the 19th of September 2018, is the second annual Adam West Day in Walla Walla. I simply couldn't let that slide. We're gonna have to review Batman the movie.
Adam West plays, of course, Batman, and Burt Ward plays Robin. They are the everlasting they are, of course, the guardian of Gotham City. And they, however, have a problem. Not one, not two, not three, but 4 major Batman villains are descending upon them. The Joker, the Riddler, the Penguin, and Catwoman. Because they have a plan that is so diabolical, that is so evil, that is so hysterically that has such grandeur that it takes all 4 of them to challenge the Caped Crusader for world dominance or some nonsense like that. I will, by the way, have a small spoiler corner in this one where I will tell you the plan. I don't know if you're gonna like it or if you're gonna be really disappointed, but we'll see where it goes. So it's up to the Caped Crusader to save Gotham City and the world once again from the baddie. For anybody who has ever seen the old Adam West TV show, will feel right at home in this one. This is basically like a really long episode of the old TV show. It is really corny and it is really silly. The movie has couple of really surreal sequences that is so incredibly surreal that you were thinking to yourself, what the hell is going on? This is dumb. This is about as far from Christopher Nolan's Batman or Zack Snyder's Batman as you can possibly get. This is fun for the whole family, and it is also completely insane. Now over to myself in Walla Walla.
The shark sequence, who can forget the shark sequence? And you just accept it after a while and says, okay, fine, I give up, give it to me, you're thinking. And if you're gonna compare this movie to, let's say, a movie that is a bit similar to this one, which is actually Batman and Robin, that movie is almost as hokey but made on a bigger budget. But this movie feels sort of more genuinely, it wants to be hokey, it is hokey, but it is somehow genuine, and it is difficult not to love it for it. I mean, sure, the fighting sequences look about as convincing as 2 drunk dads on a boat trying to wrestle each other, but and the kapow and the boom and the wham, of course we all have that stuff, and incredibly silly, but it is kind of endearing. Now, one thing that was a little bit let down for me was the villain was building up this plan that they have, and they were building it up to almost mythological state, and I was just thinking, what could it be? What could it be for a magnificently silly plan that they had? When the plan was actually revealed, I'm not going to spoil this here. I'm going to spoil this after the rating. But when the plan was revealed, and when I realized what they were going to do, I was a bit, oh no. But at the same time, it was kind of fun. But once the disappointment had settled in, you could also see that they were kind of, you could see what they potentially could do with it, and it in the end it paid off with a pretty fun and hilarious finale. It of course is corny and it's cheesy and it doesn't have the darkness and it doesn't have the brooding that the Batman movies would come to have later. But if somebody would ask me, I would view this movie 100 times more than I would watch, let's say, Batman v Superman. Because this movie is fun. This movie really doesn't take itself too serious, and it really doesn't try to be something it is not. It tries to be entertainment for the whole family. And yeah, it is. I mean, the villains are completely insane, and the dialogue is so hokey, and all of these sequences are so fun, but it is endearingly stupid. And for what it's worth, I can only say that I really like this movie. If you're curious to see how silly a Batman movie can be, this is the perfect opportunity. If you're a fan of the old TV show, but haven't seen this movie, this is like a very well produced long episode of it. If you want the Batman to be the Dark Knight and to be this tortured soul and stuff like that, then this movie is not for you, because it is simply too silly. And you will just, find these weird, and you will find about 1,000 mistakes in it. But if you can look past them, you'll have a great time. With its hokey dialogue and the super over-the-top silliness that this movie contains, I still have to give it 66 points, because it is a fun movie, and it has great humor, and it has a lot of, innocence to it, which I kind of like. So take it for what it's worth. It is super silly, but it is also super fun. Spoiler alert! So, the brilliant plan of our supervillains. Were they gonna have some kind of a laser who would, destroy everybody? Were they gonna turn everybody into monkeys? Nope. They were going to abduct the head of the United Nations, and they were going to turn them into powder, and they were going to demand ransom for them for $1 million. That thing is one of the silliest things I've ever seen. And also the wonderful little bizarre quote, "Be careful, every one of these had a mother," uttered by the Penguin, which was apparently ad-libbed. So program for today is try some wine, eat some nice food, and then I'm probably gonna make another review. Until next time, this is the Vikstrand from Walla Walla signing out on the 2nd annual Adam West Day.